Alright guys, welcome to Moon Patrol Rebuild, Restore, Repair, Refurbish Part 9. So here's the top back door with the recess that I cut in. Basically I've drilled the hole here to recess the lock, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to continue to drill through this piece of wood with a 5/8 bit. And yeah. So I'd like to ask right now if everyone watching this video could please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do that, would be greatly appreciated. Alright, the 5/8 hole's complete. So this door is ready to be finished sanded and for primer. Alright. We're not going to look at the top because of the bugs. It doesn't matter. As long as I don't get one in the paint, I'll be happy. But it's going to happen. So anyways, I got this completely primered. The bottom door that swings on a hinge. The top door that opens by the key. I'm going to have to really do some cleaning on my gun. I had a few places. I'm not quite sure what that is. But good thing that's primer, huh? It'll just sand right off. Although that's the side. This front turned out pretty good. So I'm hoping that I left this piece of tape here, guys, because after I paint the black on here, I want to pull that off to the original untouched black under there. So I want to see how close it is in sheen and color, actually, if that makes sense, or shade or darkness, you know what I mean, I think. So everything looks pretty good, guys. Yeah, so hopefully I'll let this dry for a while, probably tomorrow around this time. Then I'm going to sand it down, and then that'll be Wednesday. So then Thursday, early afternoon, when the bugs aren't flying around, I will paint it. And hopefully by the time, hopefully before the bugs start flying around outside, I can just turn the lights off in here and let it do its thing for a week. So Alright guys, at the workbench. This was the TV outside that my buddy brought me. The yoke that was on this chassis when I was doing this in prior videos, this is that yoke because the yoke didn't match. Got the convergence rings reset back up. Marked them so I could put them right back where they were at. And let's see here. Stupid camera. So as you can see, the convergence and the screen's still dirty from being outside. So I mean, you can see convergence is really good in all the corners. It's got nice vibrant color, rich and inviting. So this tube's a go for Moon Patrol. I like it quite a bit. This camera absolutely does not give it any justice whatsoever. It actually looks kind of like the greening is dark. The sand isn't as dark. The blue, it still ain't right. But anyways, guys, this is the tube for Moon Patrol. Next thing I'll be doing with this is pulling this tube off of this plastic, putting it on the Moon Patrol mount, taking that old tube out, putting this tube in, and putting this chassis in place of the other chassis. So that'll be somewhere in a video. I don't know where at, but it's coming. So I have a little dilemma, guys. This has been sitting here on my workbench for about a month, and the amp is working, but I have no sound now. So I don't know if I flipped a dip switch for sound, or if you know, I had little monkey fingers up here playing with my board, acting like they're fixing stuff, and it's not working anymore. I don't even think there is a dip switch for sound, but I'm gonna find out. Great. Alright, guys, so cabinet is all primered. I think I've already made a clip like this, but I'm not quite sure. But it's nice and smooth. I sanded it down to 220. I can see some imperfections here and there, like right here, right on this corner. It's a really nasty one right here. They look a lot worse than they feel. But I know, guys, right? Nobody's gonna walk up to your cabinet and be like, oh my god, this is so fucking smooth. Well, I would. Maybe some of you guys would. But you get my point. I'm hoping when this is under black paint, it won't be so bad. Because, you know, there's a dust in there from sanding and stuff, and it just makes it look way worse. And I'm done now. I'm done with the body work. I'm not going to redo that. It's not. Screw right here, guys, I couldn't get out. So I drilled the head until the handle came off. So I'm going to have to get me a pair of vice grips to grab a hold of this and twist that out. Hopefully. So I'm going to work on... I still may sand some of this, but I'm going to work on wiping it down and getting it clean so I can paint the doors and the cabinet. Okay, guys? Let's hope it turns out, because I spent all of this time so far and all these clips basically preparing it for this point right here to paint. And once the paint goes on, well, whatever it ends up looking like, it's what it looks like. So, we'll see in probably a few minutes. Alright, guys. Got my paint gun ready. I'm mixing my paint now. I have these sanded down and wiped down with acetone. Everything's nice and dry. It's as smooth as it's gonna get for me. It's as clean as I'm gonna get it. So let's hope I did my effing job right. If not, it's still gonna be better than it was, right, guys? Alright, here we go. Alright, fellas. I got good news and I got bad news. Okay, so the good news is that I don't see any runs or really messed up spots, except for one. That's the bad news. But it might not end up being a bad spot. So, I was up here. See where that's more flat and more shiny? I needed like 2 more passes of paint and I ran out. So, yeah, it was that frickin' close. So I'm hoping when everything dries, that's not very noticeable. So, yeah. I'm kind of bummed about that for real. So, shit, I forgot that. But that'll be hidden. I don't think that's a huge deal. I didn't have as much catalyst to put in the paint this time. And it is definitely drying flatter than I've ever seen it dry this quick. So this is probably going to be a super flat paint, which I think I'm okay with. As you can see, even this is wet right here and it doesn't have near the gloss on it that it normally does. Yeah, it's drying down pretty flat. So I hope that top works out. Guys, I'm gonna be gone for a week. I'm going on vacation. So if I don't have any more clips, this will be it for part, what, 9? Is this 9 now, guys? You know what? I'll end the video in a couple hours when I come out and see how this has dried down. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm gonna get out of here, shut the lights off for a while, keep the bugs out while this paint's wet. They're all outside anyways right now, but I'm hoping these doors don't tiger stripe. I coated them heavy the second time. Alright. Alright guys, so you can see a little bit where I didn't get it coated the last time versus where I did. It's only been about 2 hours, so I mean, it's still got a lot of drying to do. Sides do have some tiger striping, but those were just quick coats. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I was doing that more to seal the wood than you know, make it look good. This front is well, the front is really nice looking. So I did spray up here. Let's turn on some light here maybe, because I want to pull this patch off. Got the I guess the original paint had a little bit more shine to it than what's on here now. I guess I needed some more you know, whatever that shit is I tell you I mix in there. Catalyst, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Would have gave more of a sheen to this flat black. Alright, so this is gonna sit in here in the garage closed up in a nice heat for about a week. At least a week. Maybe longer before I get back to it. What'll be next is I'll lay this down and wet sand the sides here very lightly. I might not even do that. I'm not gonna touch it and feel it right now, so I may wet sand the sides so I can, when I take it in the house, I can apply the side art. You know, and just start assembling the cabinet. We're gonna have the doors to redo. All the coin mechanism, bezels, and everything need to be refinished. The speaker grill needs cleaned, and the front bar painted. I have a new top that'll hold in the marquee. I have a marquee. We need to make sure this marquee light works. Then we have the board, which needs the sound repaired now if I can't figure it out. We'll have all the wiring to do, and locks in the back door. You know, all the hardware is going to need put back in. So yeah, still a lot of videos, guys, on this masterpiece, or fuckery, because I'm not stenciling the sides. But either way, guys, you know it's gonna be good looking. At least I hope so. So I'm done rambling now. If you made it this far, like, share, subscribe, shit like that. Help grow the channel. And after this one, don't forget, it's going to be Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I have a 7400 for this. Plenty of tubes to pick from. And it looks like we might need to source some sort of a door. Or else I got another cabinet with one on it down there, a midway cabinet. So, alright guys, appreciate hanging out. Peace.